So it's been a long time since FPL has been played. Almost 3 months or over 3 months there was no football because of the COVID-19 spread over the world. And I'm glad to announce that FPL football and Premier League has returned and will be back in a few days. So we will have FPL back after a long break. So there has been some updates about fixtures and transfers. These are the notice from official Fantasy Premier League site. The remaining season's fixture have been allocated new game weeks. Each new game week is indicated by a plus, like game week 30 will be now game week 30 plus, game week 31 plus, and then so on. Game week 30 plus is a double game week starting with 2 midweek fixtures, Aston Villa vs Sheffield United and Manchester City vs Arsenal, followed by a full round of 10 matches. These are the updates about transfers and chips. FPL managers can make unlimited free transfers until the game week 30 plus deadline without playing a wildcard. Prices of players will not change until after the game week 30 plus deadline has passed. Any unused wildcards or chips will remain available for use before the end of the season. Triple captain, bench boost and free hit chips are available in game week 30 plus. So many people are talking about the unlimited transfer, whether it is an advantage or it is a disadvantage. There are some managers who kept transferring in these blank game weeks in this lockdown period, and there are also some managers who almost forgot FPL and did not make any transfers. So for the ones who kept transferring, they might consider this unlimited transfer as a disadvantage, as they thought that they would be one step ahead with the one who did not make transfers, and the one who did not make transfers, they will take it as an advantage. So whatever it is you think, we have to go on like this as they have announced this. So the news is we can make unlimited transfers before game week 30 plus without taking any hit or without playing wildcard. So this is the game week 30 plus fixture, starting with a double game week of Aston Villa, Sheffield United, Manchester City and Arsenal. So the most asked question is whether to play bench boost or free hit in this double game week. First of all, I want to talk about free hit. I think playing free hit is just waste of free transfers we are given before game week 30 plus. But still, if you want to play free hit, I will suggest that before playing free hit, you make your team for game week 31 and so on after the weeks, and then you create a team for game week 30 plus with free hit, so that after game week 30 plus you can get a new team for game week 31 and so on. And for bench boost, I'm still not sure whether to play bench boost or not. Some managers are considering to play it, some are not playing it. Some experts are saying that you should play the bench boost, but I'm still not sure because we don't have any update about the EFL Cup and FA Cup, whether these tournaments are returning or not. So if FA Cup and EFL Cup returns, we might have many more blank and double game weeks, so we can have bigger double game weeks and have the advantage of playing bench boost later on. So for now I am thinking that saving the bench boost might be a little advantage for later on, but if EFL Cup and FA Cup does not return, I think it can be disadvantage also, but I have decided not to play my bench boost yet. So some players to watch out for this double game week. First of all, we have Ederson from Manchester City. Ederson is maybe the only player who is immune from the Pep Guardiola's rotation risk. So in this double game week, Ederson can be a good pick from Manchester City, where they might have 2 clean sheets or at least 1, as they play both home matches against Arsenal and Burnley. And after that, maybe after the Chelsea or Liverpool game, Manchester City has a brilliant run of fixture till the end of the season. So if you get Ederson now, you might play him till the end of the season. Sheffield United play Aston Villa and Newcastle away in this double game week, and Sheffield has showed their brilliant line of defense throughout this whole season, so Dean Henderson will be the most spectacular pick from Sheffield United. Next player I will talk about is Enda Stevens and George Baldock, the fullbacks from Sheffield United. You might have one or even both of the fullbacks from Sheffield United. Both the fullbacks are good, they offer some attacking returns. For me, I think Enda Stevens offer more attacking returns than George Baldock. Both are almost of same price, so you can have one or even 2 from this team. And if you want to take some punt, you might go for Lord Lundstram, as his starting place in the team is not sure, but you can take a punt. He is having a high ownership of 40%, and it might be a big punt if you transfer in him now, because he scored 2 goals in this practice match, so he might get his starting place back, so he can be another pick. The next player, or I'll say must-have player not only for this double game week, for this whole FPL season, is Kevin De Bruyne from Manchester City. Already scored 8 goals and assisted 18 goals in this season. Has favorable fixtures, high ownership, price of 10.6 million. So he is a must-have for me in this double game week. If you want to take some differential picks from Manchester City in the midfield, then you can go for Raheem Sterling or Riyad Mahrez. Both the wingers are brilliant players, but no one is safe from Pep Guardiola's rotation, so you can take a punt on them, but I think they're a bit too risky, because Sterling is of very high price and Leroy Sané is back in the team, so I'm not sure Sterling will get both the matches or maximum times. He must be subbed on or even might be benched the whole match, so I don't think 11.7 million is suitable for a player who might be on the bench. But you can take a punt on Riyad Mahrez. He is a lot cheaper than Sterling or Kevin De Bruyne and also has more chances to play than Raheem Sterling. So I think Mahrez can be a good option. Then I have Aston Villa midfield duo Jack Grealish and John McGinn. Grealish is the spectacular pick from Aston Villa, as they have Sheffield United and Chelsea both home matches in this double game week. Jack Grealish has been involved in 7 goals and 7 assists for Aston Villa this season. Scored goal in practice match, been approached by big clubs. He's a very good player. I think he might be on the score sheet once again when he gets back on the pitch. So I think Jack Grealish is a must-have midfielder and also a budget option of 6.4 million of price. So Jack Grealish is a player to watch for me. A much cheaper midfielder is John McGinn, maybe your 5th midfielder whom you can play at this double game week, and then you can bench him or even play him, but the fixture doesn't seem right, so you can take him for the double game week, but maybe you have to transfer him out or bench him for the next game weeks. Then in the forward, I think Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is a must-have player. He is the best player from Arsenal this season, scored 17 goals and 3 assists, playing Manchester City and Brighton, both away matches, but he offers a lot attacking returns, more than his other teammates. So I think Aubameyang is a must-have forward in this double game week. But if you are having a lack of budget or want to take a punt, you might go for Alexandre Lacazette, but I don't think it's a wise choice. Then the next forward for me is Sergio Aguero. He is a player, I might say that he can be distraction. If he plays both the matches or even one match, if he starts one match and comes as a sub in the other match, I think he will return you a lot of points, as they are playing 2 home matches and Aguero loves to score in home matches. Played only 1394 minutes but scored 16 goals and assisted 4. So if he plays, he is the best forward in this game. So I think it's really wise to take a punt on him, as you can put the armband on him. He's a very reliable player, so I think you can go for him. But if you can't afford Aguero, you might go for Jesus, because as per the new rule, Premier League clubs can make 5 substitutions in a match. So I think Jesus might play both the matches, whether start one or play as a sub in both the matches, but I think you can have some attacking returns from Jesus. And then there is Nicolas Pepe from Arsenal. I'm not convinced with the performance from Pepe this season, so I'm not suggesting him, and also his starting place does not seem to be fixed, because Arsenal are having new managers, new formations, so nothing is fixed. I think only Aubameyang is a reliable player from Arsenal, and maybe you can go for the goalkeeper Leno from Arsenal, but I still think any defensive option from Arsenal is a waste. So this is my team for game week 30 plus. I have used the advantage of unlimited transfers, though I did not make unlimited transfers, but I did make few transfers. First player to get in my team is Ederson Morris from Manchester City. I already talked about him, so I got 3 Manchester City players: Ederson, Kevin De Bruyne and Sergio Aguero. I got 1 Sheffield United player is George Baldock. I would have gone for Stevens, but I don't have the budget for him. Just 1 million cheaper from Stevens, but I don't have that 0.1 million to get Stevens, so I had to go for George Baldock. And then I have the Aston Villa midfield duo Jack Grealish and Douglas Luiz, though I talked about John McGinn, not about Douglas Luiz, but I don't have budget for McGinn, so I had to go for Douglas Luiz. Then I have Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang from Arsenal. So these are the 7 double game week players in my team, and the rest of the players are Trent Alexander-Arnold, the highest scoring defender in FPL, scored 2 goals and 14 assists in this season already, with 11 clean sheets. Fixture doesn't seem best, but Trent Arnold has returned in almost every matches in this season, so he's kinda must-have player, so I just did not transfer him out. And then a new player who came into my team is Matt Doherty. Has been in brilliant form before the season was almost ended, scored 4 goals and assisted 5, has a brilliant run of fixtures, so Matt Doherty has been spectacular for me, so I think he's a good player and it's a perfect time to pick him. And then he's another teammate, Raul Jimenez. He's also in my team, 13 goals and 6 assists, a budget forward and consistent player also. And another new player in my team is Bruno Fernandes from Manchester United. Manchester United is another team to have great fixtures just after this Spurs game, so I think Bruno Fernandes is a player who is must have, because He's a very good player and his goal involvement is really good. In his 6 matches he played, he has 2 goals and 3 assists and already ownership of 17.2%. So this is my team, and in my bench I have Martin, who might not play, just 3.9 million of price. I have Cantwell as my 5th or even 4th midfielder. I can play him week in week out, has some good fixtures with little mixed up. Then another teammate from his Norwich team is Grant Hanley, only 4.1 million of price but is a cheap starter. And then there is Aaron Wan-Bissaka, whom I will play just after this Spurs game, has good fixtures. So this is my team for now. I just have one transfer plan still. I might transfer out Trent Alexander-Arnold for this player Marcus Alonso, but I'm still not sure. He can be a big differential. Scored 4 goals and assisted 3 in only 858 minutes. Has some good fixtures, so I can consider this move. If I get Alonso in place of Alexander-Arnold, I might get rid of Douglas Luiz and get Aston Villa midfielder John McGinn. So this will allow me also to upgrade Baldock from Stevens. So this will be my team for game week 30 plus if I transfer out Trent Alexander-Arnold, but I'm still not confirmed. I will let you know before the deadline through my Facebook page or Instagram and in Twitter account. For captain choice, I think Aguero is the best captaincy option for this week, though he has some rotation risk. If you have Aguero, I think he is the best player to captain, but if you don't have Aguero, you can go for Kevin De Bruyne. He might be the player to play both the matches for Manchester City, even if not full time, but at least he might start both the matches. So Kevin De Bruyne is another captaincy option, and the third captaincy option for me is Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Though he is playing Manchester City in one of his double game week, but still he is having double game week, which is an advantage. So I think these are the 3 players for captain choice in this week. And these are some players I think you should avoid taking in or transfer in for game week 30 plus. Most of the players are from Arsenal, as I think Arsenal is not a team to have your faith and to rely on. Any defensive option from Arsenal, I said, is kind of waste. So a lot of people are going for Leno. I think you can only go for Leno if you don't have the budget for Henderson or Ederson, but otherwise I don't think he is a player to take, because in a double game week he is playing Manchester City away and Brighton away, both away matches, one of which is Manchester City. So I don't think there is no advantage of having a double game week, because Manchester City is gonna trash them a lot of goals, and I'm not sure whether they will keep a clean sheet against even Brighton. Same goes for David Luiz, but still if you have to go for Arsenal defense, you can go for Leno because he will provide some safe points. Otherwise, I don't see any clean sheets or anything like that from Arsenal defense. Then the forward duo Nicolas Pepe and Alexandre Lacazette, I said that they can be differential, but I don't think they will return good points according to their price. Both are over 9 million of price, so I don't think it's worth to have them in your team. And then another player is Son Heung-min. A lot of people are thinking to transfer him in, but I don't think Spurs is in good shape or in good form. So let's see how Spurs team does. Harry Kane is back from injury, so they can do better, but I don't think it's still a good time to take Son. See 1 or 2 matches at least and then go for Son. And Ali, he's already banned. If you don't know, he's suspended until 23rd June, so don't go for Dele Ali. So these are the players I will suggest you to avoid for this double game week. Though I am not playing my bench boost in this double game week, but a lot of people are playing, so So for the ones who are playing their bench boost in this double game week, this is a bench boost squad from me in this double game week. So that's all for now. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit the like if you did, subscribe to the channel if you are new or haven't subscribed yet. Click the bell icon so you get notified whenever I upload any video from this channel. If you find this channel useful, share with your friends, comment below your opinion, which will be much appreciable. If you have any question regarding FPL, feel free to ask via Facebook, Twitter or Instagram. The links are given below in the description. Follow our Facebook page for every detailed information about FPL, including price changes, injury updates, transfer thoughts, key stats and many more. So I'll wrap up the video here. See you soon in the next video. Till then, goodbye.